Have you ever wondered what one thing would completely change your life? I'm talking about your finances, your relationships, your job, perhaps your complete outlook on life. What is the one thing that if you could impact that would completely change everything? Hi, my name is Josh Decker. Thank you for coming and joining me for the next couple of minutes. I want to give you some insight into what this absolute one thing is. Do me a favor. If you know somebody who needs to hear this, shout this out really quick, invite them to come and join us, and let's get into this. So all of us have actually the exact same one thing that if we made a change here, it would completely impact us. And I've learned this over the last probably year and a half or so, how important this one thing is. And here's what it is. You ready? It's our habits. You see, all of us have habits that impact where we are, have led us to where we are right now, and that we could absolutely change. But those habits also hold us back. And it's that holding us back and repeating those same habits over and over that prevent us from moving forward. So when we think about our habits, I mean, everything is a habit, right? How you talk to your spouse is a habit. How you talk to your kids is a habit. How you spend your money is a habit. How you spend your free time is a habit. I talk to so many people all the time who, I say, hey, what do you want to do? And they say, well, I'd love to change my situation. I say, well, have you ever explored doing this or that? And they go, man, I just don't have the time. Really? Well, that time that you do have, all of us have 24 hours in a day. It's a habit. How are we spending it? Our job, quite honestly, is a habit, right? We go and do the same thing every day in order to pay our bills, maybe save a little money, do whatever it is we got to do. But that is a habit. If we change our habits, we will change our outcome, right? And so if we change our habits in a negative way, we're going to receive a negative outcome. If we change our habits in a positive way, we're going to receive a positive outcome. And so my question is, what habits is it that you need to change? If you're looking to improve yourself financially, what habits is it you need to change? Maybe you need to change how you spend your money. Maybe you need to change how you earn your money. If you want to have more time with your family, how are you changing your habits? Maybe you need to look at changing your jobs. Maybe you need to look at changing your recreation or your hobbies. Whatever that change is, it comes down to a change in habit. For me, I've been reflecting a lot on this over the last couple of days, and really, part of where I'm at is I want to improve myself spiritually. I want to deepen my relationship with God, among many other things I want to do in my life. And so what does that require? It requires me to change my habits, to spend more time investing into that relationship in order to get the outcome that I want. You see, life is very simple. This one thing is really simple, right? But it's hard. Why? Because we have these habits in place and we have to change them. So how do we do that? Well, I learned a little technique not that long ago. It's called the 5-second rule, right? And so here's what it is. You simply, when you are working to change a habit and you want to make a big impact, but you're finding it hard, right? You're getting ready to go back into that same old habit. You just stop for a minute and you count backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you go right into the new habit. Because here's what happens. Our habits, they create grooves in our brain, kind of like a record player, right? And the more we do a certain habit, the deeper that groove is. Well, when we want to replace that habit, here's what we have to do. We have to track a new groove, but we got to get out of the old groove first, right? And so that requires a little bit of intention and a little bit of work. But here's the cool thing. You are capable of doing that, and you are worth doing it. So whatever that habit is that you need to change, whatever that goal is that you need to do, go and create the habit that's going to work for you to accomplish that. And so here's what I want to encourage you to do. Number one, if you found that this was valuable, share it, because I think people need to hear that, our habits define us. They don't define us. Our habits define where we are, right? So where I am right now, not physically sitting in my office, right? But my situation in life, it is a result of the habits that I have had. And if people understood that we have control over this, that we can determine where we're going to be, man, I think people would really change and put forth a little bit more effort to change those habits. Not everybody's going to do this. Not everybody's ready to do this, but some people will. So do me a favor. If you know somebody who really wants to make a change, then share this with them and let them know, hey, you know what? You can be in control. It's a question of really, do you want to be? If you want to hear about my story and the habits that I changed and man, some of the just amazing things that I've experienced over the last year, do me a favor, just drop me a private message. Let me know that you'd like to chat, and we'll set up a time to connect, by phone or here on Facebook or something like that. So I love you guys. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me for a few minutes. I hope you found this valuable, and I look forward to seeing you here again.